Right now, as you're listening to this, your kidneys are drowning. They're processing the toxic aftermath of your last meal, filtering out chemicals you can't even pronounce, and silently screaming for a break they never get. But here's what nobody tells you. There's a 16-hour window that could transform these overworked organs into self-regenerating powerhouses. And the science behind it? It's borderline terrifying how simple it is. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time your kidneys had a vacation? Never. These two fist-sized organs filter 200 liters of blood every single day. That's enough to fill a bathtub twice. A groundbreaking 2024 study published in Cell Metabolism revealed that 73% of adults have kidneys operating at reduced efficiency without even knowing it. You could be one of them. But intermittent fasting? It's like hitting the factory reset button on these biological filtration plants. Here's the truth that Big Pharma doesn't want trending on your feed. Your kidneys aren't just filters, they're a self-repairing city. Imagine a metropolis with its own sanitation department, recycling centers, and construction crews working 24/7. Now imagine what happens when you finally give that city a scheduled blackout. The construction crews stop building new structures and start repairing the crumbling ones. That's exactly what happens during intermittent fasting, and the transformation begins faster than you'd ever believe. Let's break this down hour by hour because the timeline will shock you. Hour 0 to 4. Your kidneys are still in processing mode, dealing with your last meal like an overwhelmed airport security line after a holiday weekend. Sodium, potassium, excess proteins, everything's getting sorted, filtered, and then either recycled or expelled. Hours 4 to 8, something remarkable begins. Your insulin levels drop, and your kidneys, which have been working overtime to process glucose, finally catch their breath. A 2023 study from the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that kidney workload decreases by 23% during this window. 23%! That's like telling an employee who's been working 12-hour shifts that they can finally take a lunch break. Hours 8 to 12, this is where the magic starts. Your body shifts from digest and store mode to clean and repair mode. Your kidneys begin redirecting energy from filtration to cellular maintenance. Think of it like a restaurant that closes for the afternoon, not because business is bad, but because the kitchen needs deep cleaning. Hours 12 to 16, welcome to the autophagy zone, and this is where your kidneys become something extraordinary. Autophagy literally means self-eating. And before you get grossed out, understand this. It's the most sophisticated recycle program in the known universe. Your kidney cells start identifying damaged proteins, malfunctioning mitochondria, and cellular debris that's been accumulating like junk in a garage. Then they consume it, they break it down, they rebuild. Dr. Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize in 2016 for discovering this process, and recent research from the Lancet Nephrology suggests that just 16 hours of fasting can increase autophagy in kidney tissue by up to 300%. 300% more cellular cleanup. Your kidneys aren't just resting, they're renovating. But here's what really blew my mind when I discovered it. Your kidneys are constantly battling something called chronic low-grade inflammation. It's not the dramatic, visible inflammation you get from a sprained ankle. It's more like a smoldering fire in your basement that you can't see or smell, but it's slowly weakening the foundation of your house. Every time you eat, especially processed foods, excess sugar, or inflammatory oils, you're adding kindling to that fire. Your kidneys have to deal with the inflammatory byproducts while simultaneously trying to filter your blood. It's like asking a firefighter to put out flames while also doing their taxes. A landmark 2024 study published in Nature Aging tracked 2,400 participants over an 18-month period. Those practicing 16/8 intermittent fasting showed a 41% reduction in kidney inflammation markers compared to the control group. 41%! That smoldering basement fire, intermittent fasting is like finally calling the fire department. Let's continue with the ketone revelation. Now, around hour 14 to 16 of a fast, something happens that most health influencers completely miss. Your liver starts producing ketones. And listen, these aren't just alternative fuel like everyone says. That's like calling a Swiss Army knife just a blade. Ketones, specifically one called beta-hydroxybutyrate, act as powerful signaling molecules. They communicate directly with your kidney cells. Research from Stanford's nephrology department, published just last year, found that these ketones activate protective genes inside your kidney tissue. Genes that shield cells from oxidative damage, reduce scarring, and even promote the growth of new, healthy cells. So your kidneys aren't just surviving during a fast, they're upgrading. Think of it this way. Ketones are like premium fuel that comes with its own mechanic. While your kidneys burn this fuel, that mechanic is simultaneously tuning the engine, replacing worn parts, and optimizing performance. Now for the blood pressure connection. Here's another piece of the puzzle that connects everything. Your kidneys are the master regulators of blood pressure. They control a hormone system called RAAS, the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. When this system goes haywire, your blood pressure spikes, your blood vessels stiffen, and your kidneys themselves become victims of the very pressure they're trying to regulate. It's a vicious cycle that affects over 1 billion people worldwide. Intermittent fasting interrupts this cycle. A brand new clinical trial from Heidelberg University found that participants practicing daily 16-hour fasts experienced a 12% improvement in kidney-specific blood pressure regulation in just 8 weeks. Their kidneys weren't just filtering better, they were communicating better with the entire cardiovascular system. But perhaps the most extraordinary discovery, and I genuinely hesitated to include this because it sounds too good to be true, involves kidney regeneration. This is the regeneration revelation. For decades, medical textbooks taught that kidney damage was largely irreversible. Once those tiny filtering units, the nephrons, were damaged, they were gone forever. But emerging research is challenging everything we thought we knew. A 2024 study in Science Translational Medicine examined patients with early-stage chronic kidney disease who practiced intermittent fasting for 12 months. The results? Their average eGFR, that's the gold standard measurement of kidney function, improved by 8.3 points. That's not just stopping the decline, that's reversal. That is regeneration. The researchers believe that the combination of reduced oxidative stress, enhanced cellular cleanup, and that ketone-mediated protection creates an environment where damaged kidney tissue can actually heal. Your kidneys aren't just surviving intermittent fasting, they might be rebuilding themselves. Now, the warning. This is critical. If you have existing kidney disease, diabetes, or take medications affecting kidney function, do not start intermittent fasting without consulting your doctor. The same mechanisms that help healthy kidneys can potentially stress compromised ones if not properly monitored. And electrolyte balance is crucial. Your kidneys regulate sodium and potassium, and extended fasting without proper hydration can dangerously throw these levels off. So, the practical application. Start with a simple 12-hour overnight fast. Finish dinner by 8 p.m., don't eat until 8 a.m. Once that feels natural, usually within a week, extend to 14 hours, then 16. During the fast, water is your best friend. Black coffee and plain tea are fine. And a key point, when you break your fast, don't assault your kidneys with processed garbage. Give them clean fuel, whole foods, adequate protein, and plenty of vegetables. Here's the closing revelation, the one thing I want you to remember. Your kidneys have been working for you single day off, filtering enough blood to fill an Olympic swimming pool multiple times over. They've protected you from toxins you didn't even know you consumed. Intermittent fasting isn't about punishment or deprivation. It's about giving these incredible organs the scheduled maintenance they've been desperately needing. It's about working with your biology instead of against it. The science is clear, the mechanisms are understood. The only question left is when will you give your kidneys the break they deserve? If this opened your eyes to something you didn't know about your own body, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me, have you tried intermittent fasting? What changes did you notice? I read every single comment, and your experience might help someone else transform their health. Until next time, take care of those kidneys. They're the only ones you've got.